Alrighty guys, so welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 speed build today. And so today is the day that I finally go and do another large family home that can fit 8 Sims. But let me tell you a story though. This house took me 3 weeks to do. The only reason why is because I was doing a building spree 3 weeks ago where I was building like random houses in the Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I have them all recorded, but I just have to spread them all out in a span of 2 months before 2017 ends. And so this is actually the first of many that I have done so far. But either way, this house was so hard to do at first because I was like doing all the exterior, the landscaping, the backyard part, trying to get all like the what's it called, the terrain part, the ground, I don't know, like the terrain paint. I was trying to make the terrain paint look all cool looking, so I had to spend a lot of time on that, and also the part of the landscaping to make it look cool. And so once I did all that, I was like, okay, I'm great, I'm fine. And once I finished like the exterior of the house, getting all the shape, all stuff on the inside and outside, and putting the windows where they're supposed to be, I was like, okay, let me just breathe a little bit, take a break, come back to it to eat. I ate some food, and I came back to it literally like 3 weeks ago. I was like, okay, I'm done doing the exterior of the house, doing all that stuff right there. It's all fine, and it's all great and dandy. And so I'm like, okay, came back to it, and I was like, you know what? I don't like this house anymore. So I did not furnish it. And so I came back 3 weeks later, literally today, to furnish the house. And so it took me 2 hours to furnish the house. The only reason why it took me 2 hours to furnish the house was, one, I was distracted by Spotify. And two, basically I'm just distracted all the time by Netflix. Now, that's the first part. Netflix was the first part where I got distracted. Second, I was on Spotify listening to Glee, because, okay, let me just tell you a story. Glee is probably the best sitcom, musically comedy TV show I've ever watched, listened to, and praised about in my entire life, because Glee is like one of those shows that made me feel happier, and plus it like helped me through tough times where I was always so dark and depressed and this emotional child all the time in high school and middle school all the time. And so basically Glee told me, just sing your heart out and everything will be fine. And so I did, and everything was fine. That sounds a little bit crazy, but it helped me sing how I felt, and it worked. So yeah, and so I still feel depressed most of the time, and most of the time I guess you would say my videos make me sound happy, and I guess, I don't know. I guess my videos sound like I'm happy all the time, but I really am not. I sometimes am depressed and upset about myself and upset about life in general. And so what I usually do is I usually watch Netflix, or I listen to Glee music all the time. Like, I literally, when I put on Glee and it's like 2 a.m. in the morning, I sing at the top of my lungs when my parents are sleeping. I'm like, how do they not get annoyed with me? Like, I feel like at this point in time, we're like, okay, you know what? This child is like singing at the top of his lungs every single night, recording at odd hours of the night. You know, we're just going to ignore it and then put earplugs in their ears. So, like, my parents adore me, and I don't know why, but you know, I'm their child, and I can do whatever I want. Not really, that's a lie. Anyway, so how's your day? My day's been great. I basically have been singing at the top of my lungs all day today. So when I was recording the furnishing of this video, at the 14 mark of this video is where I started furnishing the house. So during that time, what I was doing is that I was singing at the top of my lungs, singing the Glee. No, I was singing Glee music, and I have this like Spotify playlist like on repeat most of the time. And if you heard the recordings I've done, like if you like heard the audio of like the video files that I've done, you'd be like, okay, this boy is literally singing, like, no, not singing, like he's literally listening to all the soundtracks, like from season 1 to like, I don't know, I think it was season 6 of Glee, of music, and watching the shows, like listening to random stuff. Like I was listening to Demi Lovato's what's it called, documentary on YouTube, and I was listening to that while I was like building this house as well. And that was like a really good documentary. I really loved that video, and I guess I would say I could relate to it, because I don't want to get into it though, because that is just very controversial, and I just don't want to get into those serious topic issues. So enough of that. You can watch it yourself. I will leave the link down below if you guys want to watch that video. It's really, really good. It helped me through a lot, and I would just say, you know, Demi Lovato is a very inspirational person. person. No, she's a very inspirational person, and she's a role model to all people. And I believe that she's I don't know, I've never met her in real life. I've never been to a concert in my entire life. I've never been to none of her concerts because I've never really had the money or the time to do it, because I was one in show choir, yearbook, and I was also in band at a time. I was like in a lot of clubs in like my younger days, like in high school, middle school, elementary. I was like a lot of things, so I never really had the time to go anywhere. And plus I had the Sims and I never left my house, and so that's another thing that you know, maybe antisocial, not leaving my house for anything but the Sims. But you know, that's just me. Anyway, like I said, I would just like to say that that video and that document itself is just really awesome, really cool. So back to the Glee part. The Glee, I need to stop. The Glee, no, let's just make that the Glee. No, okay, let's stop. Glee, the show, was one of those shows that really put me through happier times. It helped me, I don't know, I wouldn't say like it helped me, it's like, yeah, it helped me through tough times where I was basically, I could sing out my emotions. I could literally like I could like sing my emotions through song, and so that's what I did, and it helped me, and I felt happier about myself, and I felt more calm, cool, and collected, and so that helped me a lot, and that's why I joined choir. I literally only joined choir because of Glee. Well, no, I was in choir in 8th grade. No, Glee came out in 2009, and I was in junior high. I joined the choir in 8th grade, which I was in 2009, and I graduated in, okay, yeah, pretty. Wait a minute. I have no idea why I joined choir. I have no clue why I joined choir. What in the world? Maybe it was either Glee, or it's because I was in band, and I was like, okay, I was in gymnastics for like a long time, and I was like in karate as well at the same, like I was doing karate and gymnastics at the same time, like when I was like very young, like around I think 7. I don't know, like, I have no idea at all. It was a long time ago. Let's just say, you know, 10 to 12 years ago. Let's just say that. And so when I was younger, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life. When I moved, I didn't have anything else to do besides like nothing else. So when I moved, I didn't really have any like activities, no friends whatsoever, and I just didn't know what to do myself. So I basically joined choir because I wanted to be in clubs and make friends, because if I didn't have any friends, I would literally be a loner and be dark and depressed all the time, and some other things as well. So that helped me too. And so I guess you would say I joined choir because of Glee and some other things as well, to make some friends and just be more outgoing. And then I ended up being so loud that I made more friends, and then I had a common interest through, like, you know, show choir, dancing, acting, and stuff like that. And so it helped me a lot, and I had a lot of fun doing all that stuff. So either way, I would love to let you guys I would like to let you guys know that you have helped me through tough times by commenting, tweeting me, Instagramming me, DM me on Instagram, basically kind of commenting, sharing, liking me, or on just basically just talking to me every single day. Like, Sam, you know who you are. Sammy, you know who you are. I'm just like, you know, I would just say like you're kind of like my best friend, because you comment on all my videos every single time. Like, on all my videos, you always comment, and I'm very happy. I'm very glad that you do. And Little Miss, like, those two people like are kind of like my best friends already, because even though I talk to them on Twitter and like, you know, YouTube and like my Twitch, where I live stream on there all the time, and so like I feel like even though they haven't been with me like from the start of my channel, I feel like I've known them for so long, and I just feel kind of happy that I don't know, I would say I would know them, but not really personally. I know that they're younger than me anyway, but I feel like we're friends, and I feel happy about that. And so thank you, Little Miss and Sam, for, you know, commenting and coming to my live streams and helping me and just talking to me and just doing whatever to be supportive. And I love it, and I love you guys for that. And so you guys are awesome. So either way, shout out to Sam, Little Miss, you know who you are. Your praise. I need to stop. I need medication. I literally do. I need help. Anyway, so this house has about, how many bedrooms? Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. And so there's one bedroom where it's like the first bedroom, like right when you come up the stairs, so there's a bathroom, and like you can basically see the second floor right now. So there's like a small little square, so that's the bathroom, and then there's like another room like on the second side of it. like right next to it, is one bedroom. So one bedroom actually is like an opposite twins bedroom where I have like these like Sims in mind that I basically wanted to create, and I have their names. I have all the Sims names already picked out and ready to go. Have their traits, their names, their personalities, all this stuff. I have it all planned out. I just have to create them and put all their families. Like, see, what happens is that I end up making like I make one family. You know, let's go over here. Story time. And so what happens is I make one Sim. And so okay, I'm like, okay, that's one Sim. Let me make their parents, so I do that. Let me make their grandparents, so I do that as well. So let me make their great grandparents, and so I do that. And then I go like great grandparents, and I do all that. But the bad part about that is I have to kill or make them disappear or like pass them, like basically kill them off. I have to kill off their great grandparents, and I think their great grandparents as well, because that's a long time to live, and Sims don't live that long, and people in real life don't live that long either. But the oldest person in the real world, and yeah, basically the oldest person in the world is, I think, like 112. Well, no, I think the last one who died was like 114, 19. I think 119 years old that lived that long, and that's a long time to live. And so I feel like killing off the great and the great grandparents, like having them in the family tree, but putting their tombstones in a cemetery or graveyard, just to have the families go back to it, remember the time that they spent together throughout their times that they, spent. And so I felt like with me, I like doing that because I would like to have somewhat of a personal connection, or like having like some type of storyline to these families. Like I don't want to create like a family like this, like one Sim and their parents, and then that's it. Nothing else. No like grandparents, no uncles, no aunts, no nieces, no nothing. Just the parents and the child. I want to have a sense of like relationship, a sense of like family lineage going on. Like there's like been 10 generations, and you're like, oh, and like, I don't know, generation 8 of this family, and you're like continuing on their like legacy or whatever, of their business or whatever. And so I want to have families like that. So I think for now, like from now on, what I might do, like whenever I do like a create a Sim, whenever I do like a base game create a Sim video, what I'll do is I will create that family, that Sim, and then I'll create like their descendants, and then I'll upload that Sim. Wait, hold up. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'll probably, I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but what I'll do is that I will make that Sim, make all their descendants, and then I will upload that one Sim to the gallery. I'm not sure if that's gonna work though, because I know that Chrissy York actually has, I know it works with like the careers and the skills and all that stuff like that. It's like you make a Sim family and you put them in like their set skills and their careers and whatever. It works that way, but I'm not really sure about the family tree though. I might have to test that out and see if it works or not. But either way, like I said, I might try that in the near future if I can. And I think that will be really great to add some family history, some family, like I would say drama, or like some family kind of coolness to the family, I guess you would say. But that's just me. Either way, I don't know what I'm doing with it right now. I don't know if I said it already in the intro already. I'm not really sure. But what usually happens every single time I record an intro, or every time I record a video pretty much, is that every single time. That's why sometimes videos are either late, a little bit rambly, or a little bit unnecessary for me to talk, like right now. What happens is that I end up like doing the intro I talk about for, I don't know, I would say about a minute or like 40 seconds into the video, and like, okay, alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing like blah 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 whatever, and so today is the day. I usually say today at least 3 times in a video, like my not so berry challenge, a build video, whatever. And it's like say, oh, alrighty guys, so welcome back to my channel today, and so today is the day that I'm finally going to do another part of the Sims 4 not so berry challenge or a build. And I'm like, why am I doing this myself? And so after I do that, everything is all fine. Well, that intro is fine because I do it every single time, all the time. And I continue on to that voiceover, and then I get to a point into the video of my voiceover. I'm like, wait, I said something wrong. Let me just stop the whole entire recording, no matter how long it was. I would literally stop the entire recording and do it all over again. And usually, sometimes videos like, about 40 minutes long, an hour. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm gonna literally lose my voice if I continue to do this, like if I continue to do this all the time. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, because I can, you know, control my voice volume sometimes. Not all the time though, you know. But so yesterday I was like booting up my, booting up. I was like reloading my old laptop that I used to record all my videos on, that like, I think the like 2014 to 2014 like to the mid of 2016, like 2014 to 2016, or no, 2014 to 2015 I would say is the time where I was like recording all my videos on my laptop. And oh my gosh, I have some stories about the laptop too. And so I used to record all my videos on that. I think whenever I had this laptop, because I remember I went to Sims camp for a get together, and I still had this laptop. I didn't have my new computer yet. And it was like, whenever I did my modern beach house speed build that I did like 2 years ago, I can't remember when it was, but let me check real quick. I think, because like whenever I did that video, it was that time when I got my new computer, because I was, at that time I was setting up my new PC on a little tray table. And what I was doing, I was installing, what was it called? I was installing GTA 5, and that took me 13 hours to install on my computer. That's literally crazy. And so I'm like, why is GTA 5 so large of a file to complete? And so I'm like, great, this is just lovely. I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. And so that happened. But where is it at? Oh yeah, so it was a year ago when I did this build. Oh gosh, my intro music's playing in my ear. Can't handle it. Okay. Yeah, so it was about a year ago where... Really? It was a year? Really? It didn't feel like a year ago when I did that modern speed build, because that's when, like, whenever I did that modern speed build, that was like the last video that I recorded on my laptop before I recorded another video on my new PC, which I think it was a CreativeSim video, and it was so, like, the resolution of that video was kind of great. But the screen resolution was like kind of scrunched down a little bit, and it was a little bit weird until I bought a second monitor that was 1080p. And so that was pretty great. And I didn't know about the resolution size anymore. Well, I didn't know about the resolution size where it was like 1280 by 720. And I was like recording my videos at like 1366 by 768 screen size, whatever, I don't know what you call it, but it was that size of the video throughout the entire thing. And I was like rendering my videos at 1080p, I think, and that was kind of crazy. I don't know why I did that, but that happened. And so when I like started on my computer again, I was like, okay, I want to like have like travel on the go. Like whenever I travel on the go, I want to have like a computer where I can play The Sims or like random games, or like do some graphic design work or whatever. And so I wanted to like reboot my old laptop, and I thought that was a cool idea, and so I did. And I have so many updates to upload on my laptop, because I haven't touched it in a year. And so I'm like, I have to do so many updates, like on like Windows update, like when I still have Windows 8 on that laptop, and I think, no, yeah, that's right, I have Windows 8 but not Windows 8.1, because I think that's obsolete right now, but whatever. Anyway, so like I said, laptop still working great. I love it. Might play Sims on it when I'm on the go, when I'm traveling, whenever that happens, though, because I hardly travel anywhere. I was gonna go to TwitchCon, but I didn't have time to go, and so maybe next year I will go to TwitchCon and maybe some other cons. Like I might go to PAX, maybe not PAX South, because that's in January and I don't have time for that, even though I'm not in school during that time because I'm like on winter break or whatever. But I'm not going to PAX South, but I might go to like PAX West or PAX whatever, maybe like PAX Oz, like in Australia, maybe. Who knows what can happen in a year's time. Because I think what I'll do is that I'll travel somewhere for my birthday, for my 22nd birthday. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go, but I want to go somewhere and do like a special giveaway on my birthday, like giving like away like a special present to you guys for supporting me for so long. And you know, that's what I want to do. I care about other people besides myself, but that's just me. You know, I don't know about other people, because some people are self-centered, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, a year ago when I did that build. Okay, good. So we're getting close to the end of this video. I have about, no I'm not, wait, no I'm not. I'm at the 19-minute mark, and this video is like 26 minutes. Is it? I think it, no, yeah, 26 minutes, yep, yeah. This thing is just going really slow. Oh well. Anyway, so the names, I forgot to say. The names of like all the characters of the Sims in this house. Let's just go in order here. So the parents are Joseph Sr., who's the father, and then we have Shannon, who is the mother. Then the baby is Callie, and then the toddler is Caitlin, and there's twins. So the opposite twins are with the bedrooms, like the blue and the pink one. You can do whatever with the bedrooms, whatever. I don't really care. So the two Sims, the two toddlers, the two twin children are Tammy and Landon. So there's two twins there. And then there's another person named Joseph Jr. who has like the dark teen black bedroom with all the black everything on in it. He's the more rebellious teenager who has issues with his life, so he's the only teenager in the house. And then this bedroom right here is actually Max, who is more of a sciencey type of geek child who's all like obsessed about space and technology and like science and everything like that. So he's more of a space type of kid. And so I gave him more of a space themed bedroom where I gave him this Parenthood bed and some wallpaper from, I think, Parenthood, maybe, I think so. Or the basement, I can't really sure. But I gave him that stuff, and I kind of like all the bedrooms that I did. And I'm kind of glad that I actually like took a break from this house and came back to it with like fresh eyes, and I kind of just want to see what I could do, like play around with it and see, what I could do with this, like, see what I could do. So like I said, I love it a lot. I'm losing my voice because I talk too much, talk too loud, and I just, I do voiceovers about every single day. And usually it takes me about like, I think, okay, how long? So how long did it take me to do this one intro? I think it took me about, let's see, I think about 7 tries to do the intro of this video, because the one time, every single time, I get into about a minute of like doing the voiceover, and then I stop recording it because I say something weird, or I end up like talking too much or talking too fast. I'm not saying the word right or whatever, and I just want to get my point across. And so I stop the recording and I try to do it over again with the same, but I don't know. I just try to make it sound good. It's probably a bad thing to take out all your flaws or whatever, but I don't know. That's just me, because I get really nervous when people like critique me. Well, not really critique me, because I'm just, what am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, this is the part where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop the recording and like do it all over again. And that's not, no. I'm already like too far in. I'm too far in of this video that I'm not gonna do it over again. It's whatever. So yeah, like usually whenever like I'm talking about something and I kind of mess it up and I can't like really repeat it, I'm like, okay, I need to slow down and talk a little bit slower. And so, like I said, whenever like I sometimes take out some flaws in my videos, like my Sims Let's Play, I cut out so much of that video, or that Let's Play, because I tend to record for like an hour long of that series or that video, and then I take out so much of that video to make it a lot shorter, like about 9 minutes, 13 minutes, 10 minutes. Like, I make videos very, very short for that series. The only reason why is because that series is a very more slow paced game, and it's like very I wouldn't say critical thinking, but it's more like building and making friends and just kind of going around. And I guess like back in the day it was like more enjoyable because YouTube wasn't a thing back then. I don't think so. And so I felt it was more, I would say more playable back then. Now it's like already old enough to like record it and do whatever. I don't know. That's just me. And I feel like that I would say I enjoy the game a lot, but I don't enjoy recording it. So what I will probably do is not record it anymore and just have Not So Berry just like recording. I might just do like Not So Berry for a long period of time. So if you guys have any like challenges or any like video ideas that I should do for my channel, just let me know in the comments below, or tweet me on Twitter, or DM me on Instagram, or Snapchat me video ideas I should do. Because I would love to have more videos to produce for you guys that you want to see on the channel. Like, I mean, pretty much every video that you guys request is pretty much that I like anyway, so I could do them all. But My Sims is probably the one series that I don't enjoy the most, and so I'm stopping that one And I might bring back Around the World Create a Sim again because I really enjoyed that a lot, and making Sims was like, I literally love making Sims a lot. And I think that's why I got better at making like male Sims and female Sims, and making like getting custom content that looked good on the Sim, and like stylizing the Sims right to my liking and making them look, you know, as they were belonged into the real world. Stuff like that. And I guess I got better at that by doing, like, if you do more of something, the better you get. Like, I guess I would say I got better at making houses and room builds because I was doing them so often, and I did them a lot on my free time, and I kind of did them as speed builds or room builds or whatever. I just got better, and that's when I got better at doing, like, you know, creative Sims and doing all this stuff like that. I just feel like I got better at just doing creative Sims and builds and stuff like that because I did them so freaking much. I got sick of them. But I'm not sick of like doing creative Sims or builds or anything at all, because it's very therapeutic and very fun to do. And so I just like doing them. So if you guys have any like building ideas, cast ideas, video ideas, just ideas in general, whatever, I don't know, just let me know in the comments below, or DM me on Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter or whatever. Just let me know, as always, in the comments. But either way, I'm going to wrap it up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye! By the way, I love The Sims.